Okay guys, I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of this, but I just wanted to kind of show you my technique of what I'm doing. I took a soldering iron and just kind of filed like a triangular type blade, and basically, just sit there and jab it repeatedly. But what I've found is if you take and rotate it, as you go, you don't have to rotate it a whole bunch. Just rotate it back and forth. That way you won't see a consistent stab pattern emerge, and it kind of helps it look more random. So I'll just rotate the tool bit around every so often. But as you can see, very easy. I should have showed a little bit of the sanding. All right, I just wanted to throw in an extra little step that I'd taken. On the Gen 4 models, you'll notice that little indentation where the grip panels lock into place. I basically took the supplied back straps and cut them into little pieces, and took the soldering iron and more or less just mashed it into place. Just heated that plastic up enough to where it'd melt, and smoothed it off with the soldering iron, and then came back in after the fact and sanded it all flush. It might not be an extra step that you need to take, but I figured I'd just throw that in there. Basically sanded it with a Dremel, with your different sanding drums. Took the rough off all the little textured areas, and then what I've been doing is you can find these little type Dremel bits that you can cut off a strip of wet dry sandpaper and slide it in a little slot, and as the Dremel spins, it rolls that up, and you can just kind of hit it. You can do anywhere from 100 grit all the way up to 1200 grit, and just take it down to whatever texture. I don't know if it's really even necessary to sand all that off. I just thought that the as smooth as you can get it, the texture would come out a little better in the end. I just wanted to show you a close-up of the cutout behind the mag release. More or less just to help get your thumb in there and hit that mag release without any interference. Also wanted to give you a close-up of the kind of almost the polish on that plastic. I had originally thought that I'd come back in with a sandblaster and try to match the original Glock texture, but just figured screw it. It works for me the way it is. As for under the finger guard and back here on the beaver tail, I basically just sanded that down, took some material off, but just kind of brought that back up. This is like a 600 grit, and it's just super smooth. It's like smooth as glass, and I just kind of left that that way because I didn't want that tender area and the webbing of your hand to get raw, if you're doing a high volume of fire or whatever. So I just kind of left that. I know a lot of guys out there are texturing that, and even texturing under there. I also just kind of left a little lip just to give it some lines or whatever, just aesthetic. I don't know, I may end up coming back in and texturing that all off. It's just, as for now, that's kind of the way I'm liking it. I did my 19 that way, and just kind of left a little strip around the bottom. I took a lot more area material off back here So when you're those knuckles, as you're squeezing together, it really feels like you're really choking up on that thing now. But still, to where that slide isn't going to give you any type of slide bite or anything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you the progress as I'm going here. Very, very easy to do. I was real apprehensive in the beginning, to get in here and start taking these the finger grooves off and all that stuff, and was just blown away just how easy it went, just with a Dremel and just kind of a sanding drum. Just basically just went right in there, took those finger grooves right off very easily, and just smoothed it out. Like I said, I don't know if it's necessary to get it as smooth as what I have. I just kind of my way of doing things. I went ahead and took it to that next level, prep. So, all right, guys, we'll see it at the end. All right, so here we are at the end, having finished both the 19 and the 17. I'm very happy with the finish. Is it as perfect as one of the guys out there, Salient, or whoever is doing them? Probably not, but it didn't cost me anything. Now, I would just encourage you, if you thought about doing it, go ahead and go for it, because it's freaking way easier than I thought it would be, and it's a major improvement to the standard texturing. So I'd encourage all of you to give it a try.